I must hurry, darling. I'm late.
See you tonight?
Of course.
The cinema?
Well, anything you say. I don't know how anyone can feel romantic at this time of the morning, but I do.
I thought you said you were late.
Goodbye, darling. See you tonight.
So it's all set up, boss. I've cased the joint good and proper.
Oh, Linda, stop talking like a cheap crook. You mean that we're planned and prepared?
I've watched every morning, as you said, boss, and I know 'em as if they was my own family.
Good. Then it's Monday as arranged.
One thing puzzled me.
Oh, Linda's, what's that?
How do we know who's got the key of the strong room?
We don't. There are 2 keys to the strong room, and they can only be used together. The manager has one, and the other one switched around among the staff each day.
How do we know who's got it?
Well, that's what we've got to find out. That's why we're going to arrive there before anyone else. Then we can check the staff as they come in. Got it?
Yeah. I'll go. Yes, who do you want?
Mr. Shelton, he's expecting me. Is he in?
Hang on. It's that Milligan guy. Says he wants to see you.
Oh, yes, that's right. Tell him to come in.
Hello, Bernie. How's business?
Sit down, Milligan. This the bracelet you want to sell?
That's right.
Another of your souvenirs, eh?
Yep.
What happened to the woman this time?
Her money ran out. I find women fickle, don't you?
You know, I can't understand why you boys don't get a job.
That's a good line coming from you, I must say.
Well, I work. I've learned my job, and I take risks. That's not worth a light, anyway.
What? You're crazy. It must be worth 20.
I'll give you a $5.
I'll take 10. I need 10.
I need 10,000. The only difference is, I know how to get it.
I'm going now, boss. Okay for Monday?
Yes, okay. Now, wait a minute. Who's going to drive the van?
Well, me, as usual.
No, I need you on the inside with me. There are 5 people to cope with in that bank.
I can drive. What's the job?
I mean, this is dangerous work.
You're right, Gov. This needs brains.
Now, listen, you 2 heroes. I can do anything you 2 can do on my head.
It's not your head we're worried about. It's your guts.
What the hell do you know about my guts? Just because I haven't done your kind of job before doesn't mean to say I couldn't do it.
I don't think you know what's involved. This is a bank job.
So?
You'd be the boy waiting outside. It's cold outside. You've just got to sit there and wait, wondering what's going on. I don't think you could take it. I think that Linda's and me would come out and find you gone.
Gone? Without my cut? You must think I'm dumb. How much would I get, anyway?
A 1/6.
A 1/6 of what?
1/6 of what we get.
There's you, him, and me. Unless my arithmetic's up the chute, I make a 1/3.
What a diabolical liberty.
You'll get a 1/6 and like it. You show your worth on this job and there'll be plenty more, with lots of money.
All right. This time.
Right. Will you come around tonight about 6 o'clock? And Linda's and I will give you the line-off.
Okay.
Oh, here's your $5.
I thought you said 10.
No. No, I said 5.
See you tonight.
Boss, I think you're wrong.
Why, Linders?
You know the type. When money's in his pocket, he can't help flashing it. They say money talks, but a guy like that, it shouts.
Well, we'll just have to quiet them then, won't we? I've dulled the ages of brighter boys than that. Now, Monday. Now, don't forget. Deal with the caretaker, then fix your mask.
Right.
Good morning.
William, head office.
You're rather early, aren't you?
We've got a couple of extra branches to do.
Well,
Here's my docket.
I'll ring the people up in a few minutes. How about going to see it tomorrow evening?
yes, let's.
It looks as though it might be just what we want.
Lovely. Why can't we go tonight? Someone might snap it up.
I'll see if I can arrange that during the day. See you lunchtime, usual place.
They'll get you for this, and I hope they hang you.
Touch a trick!
Why did you have to get so rough with the old girl?
Well, she struggled.
Doctor, I'm Detective Inspector Mason. How is she?
Not a chance, I'm afraid.
You mean she's dying?
About another 5 minutes. You won't get much out of her. Fractured skull. I hope you get them.
It's a bit vague, isn't it, Mr. Connor?
Well, I only got a glimpse of the man's face. In fact, it was only by chance I happened to glance at the van. But I feel sure I could recognize him again if I saw him.
Well, that's better than nothing. Anyway, I'd like you to come down to the yard and look at some photographs.
All right, sir.
I don't want to waste any time. I'd like you to come down now.
Excuse me, sir. The van's been found abandoned on Putney Common.
Oh, over that side of town, are they? Come on, Mr. Connor.
Stand back, please.
Have they arrested him?
Did they murder anyone?
Nothing there?
No, I can't see anything like him. No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well. Looks as though he hasn't been through our hands yet.
Mr. Milligan.
Mrs. Molly.
Come in. I want a word with you.
Do you now?
Mr. Milligan, I must ask you to be out of here by the end of the week.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Marling, I can't say that I'm sorry. Our relationship has not been exactly happy, has it? And this house...
Well, what about it?
All I can say is that the council would have to rebuild it before they could condemn it.
I beg your pardon.
I wouldn't mind if it were clean. I washed the windows this morning, and guess what? Glass. I always thought they were boarded up.
Don't you be so funny. I'll let you know I run a clean boarding house.
Well, I don't intend to argue with you, my good woman.
And I am not your good woman.
Perhaps you're right.
Here, just a minute. What about my rent?
Rent?
Yes, 6 weeks. That's £15.10 plus 5 bob extra for baths.
Well, it seems that it just slipped my mind. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. We won't worry about the change for now.
Where'd you get it?
That's another thing about you, Mrs. Marling. You're nosy. Downright nosy. If you really want to know, I had some luck on a horse, and I picked up some winnings.
I don't want you to think I was pressing you for the rent.
Pressing me? Of course not. All I know is if I were a grape, I'd be in a bottle by now.
Well, you know, it's just that
Oh, it's just that you're a mean old bag, Mrs. Marling. No offense, of course.
You're going to stay or not?
Well, I'll consider it. Yes, that's right. I'll let you know.
Cheers, Lou.
Cheers, Della. Seen Terry lately?
No, I haven't.
Not likely to either. There's too much on the slate. You can't go around cadging forever. Old Corbett nearly chucked him out the other night.
Hello, Della.
Well, that's you.
Have a drink?
Thanks, gin and tonic.
Large gin and a large brandy. You having a drink?
I'll have a beer.
And a beer, please.
Mr. Milligan, I don't want to embarrass you in front of your friends, but this pub isn't run under the National Health Scheme.
You have a nasty mind, Mr. Corbett. Wipe your slate and give me the change, will you?
I will. What have you been doing? Winning a premium bond?
I had a streak of luck at the races.
Oh.
Well, they say a man's best friend is a horse, and this one certainly was.
Which race is Terry?
Newmarket yesterday.
Lucky bastard. I backed a horse on the 3 o'clock and the darn thing didn't come until 4.
Oh, well, that's life. Here's half.
Cheers.
What are you going to have? 2 more pints, please. 2 more pints. I'll have 44 double rum.
You mind having 4 glasses?
Not a bit, no, that's all right. What a next.
I must say, you're on the ball tonight, Terry.
Thank you.
And you look pretty sharp, too.
Come to think of it, you look pretty good yourself.
Thanks.
What are you doing tonight?
Nothing?
Well, you are now. Come on, drink up, let's go.
Hey, where's the fire?
Right here, baby, come on.
Ah.
Bye, Lou.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Lou.
Bye-bye.
Is that the police?
Tell you what, let's have some champagne.
That's fine.
Where is that blasted waiter? Anyway, I've got to go and have a wash, so I'll order it on the way down, okay?
Lots of lovely voices looking out for jobs since the Teddy crew cuts have become heartthrobs. Here's my advice to you. This is what you've got to do. Velvet collar on a tight-fitting coat, the sole of each shoe as big as a float. Comb your back hair forward, let your beard grow long. Grab a guitar and holler a song. Yo-ho, freight trains a-yummin', 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 let us in his hands. Yo-ho, freight trains a-yummin', 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 let us in his hands. If this is love, 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 this is love. Yo-ho, freight trains a-yummin', 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 let us in his hands. Now be sure your guitar's well out of tune as you slash and you plunk with a zoom, zoom, zoom. The nervous steel live on your sex appeal, singing, baby, I love you.
A further statement on the Middle East situation will be made by the Foreign Secretary in the House of Commons tomorrow. The woman caretaker who was attacked in the armed raid on a North London bank this morning has died from her injuries. Mr. Jack Connor, one of the cashiers, was able to give the police a description of the driver of the raiders' van, which was afterwards found abandoned. Fine but cold weather is officially forecast for most of the British Isles.
Wear a black velvet collar on a tight fitting coat. The soul of each shoe.
Thank you. Keep the change, will you?
Thank you, sir.
Well, I must say, Terry, that when you've got money, you don't mind spending it.
You mean I don't mind spending it on you, and you're right.
That's all I'm interested in, honey boy.
You know I'm crazy about you, don't you?
Really?
Well, I'll tell you another thing. You're the first woman to get money out of me. Usually it's the other way around.
Oh, look, Terry, you know that one win on a horse is no good.
What would you say if I told you I was in the chips? I've got plans, big plans. Well, how about it? You and me could have a ball together.
Maybe I'll think it over.
Well, write me a letter and let me know.
Oh, don't sulk. Terry. Terry.
Don't you see, with money we can have this all the time.
All right. Let's dance, huh? Well, thank you, darling, for a lovely evening. Bless you.
What's the hurry?
Ah, you've had one good meal tonight.
Well, at least give me a drink.
All right, just a little one. But you'll have to have a lot more winners yet.
Terry Milligan?
Yeah? Who are you?
I'm a police officer. I'd like a word with you.
Bring Milligan in.
This is Detective Inspector Mason.
You are Terence Milligan?
No, Charles Cheesecake.
You live at 9 Merton Road, North Gate?
That's where your boy picked me up.
Sit down, Mr. Milligan.
I'd rather stand, thank you.
I said sit down, Mr. Milligan. What do you do for a living?
Oh, bit here, a bit there.
A bit of what?
Anything that pays, I'm easy.
You're of independent means?
Yeah, independent means.
Gambling, for instance?
Sometimes.
I believe you had a lucky win the other day.
That's right.
How much did you make?
Couple £100.
Newmarket, wasn't it?
Newmarket.
On Thursday last?
Yes, on Thursday last.
Mr. Milligan, there was no racing at Newmarket on Thursday.
Oh?
Rain. Washed out the track completely.
Oh, what do you know? It must have been two other fellows.
Listen, Milligan, answer the inspector's questions and keep a civil tongue in your head. Sorry, sir.
Now, Mr. Milligan, perhaps you'll tell us where you got that money that you were flashing around last night, entertaining a girlfriend, paying your bill at the Red Lion, etc.
Oh, your boy's been snooping about in pubs, has he? You better watch him, Inspector.
We have our sources of information.
Well, let them tell you where I got the money from, then.
Any reason why you shouldn't?
All right. I cannot tell a lie, Inspector. I broke open my piggy bank.
You should be at the Palladium. Sorry, sir.
What were you doing at 9 o'clock yesterday morning?
Find out.
I intend to. You seen this morning's paper?
No. How's Jane coming along?
There was a robbery in North London. The Southern Bank.
Well, what some people won't do for money.
The caretaker was beaten up. But one of the cashiers thinks he can identify the man who drove the getaway van.
Sharp fellow.
He's given us a description. 5 feet 10, fair hair, about 26. Familiar?
You?
You're a good actor, Milligan. So good, in fact, that I want you to take part in a little show I'm putting on.
Only a small cast. Just 12 of you. But I have an idea you're going to stand out.
Give me an identification parade. You've got nothing on me.
Book him on suspicion of being involved in the North London bank robbery and arrange an ID parade for tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. How do you think they'd like me, Sarge? Profile or full face? Come on. Take your hands off me, copper. Oh. Liverish sort of chap, isn't he?
Contact Mr. Jack Connor, who thinks he saw the driver of the van in the North London bank robbery. Call him to the identity parade tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
That's you, boss. It's happened. They've got Milligan on suspicion.
Is that so?
Putting him up for an ID parade for Connor, the bank clerk, to have a look at. I warned you, Gov.
Oh, don't worry. I think I know how to deal with Mr. Connor before the morning.
Them loud-mouthed.
You come round here right away.
That'll be Jack. Maybe he'll have some more news.
It's a pity the old caretaker died. She was the only one who saw the man unmasked.
Sorry I'm late, Mother. Got held back at the last moment.
That's all right, dear.
Any news?
Yes, I got to go to an identification parade tomorrow morning to see if I can recognize the van driver.
How frightfully thrilling. I wish I could go. And if it is the right man, they might catch all the gang.
Oh, that is the idea.
The brutes. They don't deserve any mercy.
Well, the bank might get all the money back because you noticed the driver of the van. And if they do, they should give you half.
I wish they would. I'll answer that. Like Bian. Hello?
Listen, Connor, we've got Ann Seaton. Keep your mouth shut tomorrow morning. Don't recognize anyone. Don't say a word to the police. Or she'll come back to you, scarred for life.
Hello, is that you, Mrs. Seaton? Is Anne there?
Oh, Jack, I was just going to ring you. Anne hasn't come back from the office yet. And I can't understand why we haven't heard from her. Do you know where she is?
It's all right, Mrs. Seaton. Don't worry. I'll be round in a few minutes.
All right.
I'm sorry, Inspector. I can't identify anyone there as the man I saw.
You sure?
Quite sure.
All right, Sergeant, let him go.
Right, sir. All right, gentlemen, thank you. That way out, please. How's the liver this morning, Sarge?
I'm sorry, I can't help you, Inspector.
Yes. Pity, Mr. Connor. Good day.
Good day, Inspector.
He's lying, of course.
Yes, sir.
I wonder why.
Maybe he's being got at, sir.
Maybe.
Excuse me, sir. This just came in from missing persons.
Anne Seaton.
Connor's girlfriend, sir.
Missing from the home since 1900 hours last night. Come on, Sergeant. Thanks, Bob.
So you've come back, Mr. Milligan.
Someone's been in my room. I've been robbed.
The only people who've been in your room are the police.
The police?
Yes, they came last night with a search warrant.
Search warrant?
Fortunately for you, they didn't find what they were looking for.
What do you mean by that?
For the very good reason that I'd found it first.
All right. Where is it? What have you done with it?
Oh, you needn't get alarmed. It's quite safe. You'll find it in the drawer over there. Second drawer down.
There's only 2,000 there. Where's the rest?
2,000's a lot of money. Quite enough for a boy of your age. You're lucky to have that and your freedom as well.
Give it back to me, you thieving old bagger. I'll...
No, what? Send for the police.
No, Mrs. Marling, I won't send for the police, but I might cover you.
I wouldn't if I were you. You've got quite enough on your plate as it is.
Who's that?
Nervous, aren't you? Better put that case back where it was and go to your room. And pull yourself together. You'll find it there when you want it.
It better be.
Afternoon, Mrs. Marling.
Oh, you again. Want to want another look?
Milligan in?
Yes, it's in his room. You know where it is.
Good.
You were in it long enough last night.
Who's that? What do you want?
Just a chat.
I'm not feeling very sociable right now.
Oh, it's too bad. Mind if I smoke?
As far as I'm concerned, you can burst into flames.
Well, who's got the liver now?
Look, all right, what is it? Come on, let's get it over with.
You were very lucky this morning, you know, Milligan.
You seem to begrudge my luck, Inspector, even on the horses.
Well, you see, we are quite convinced that you're the man who drove that van.
Now, you be careful. You had your chance to prove this morning, and the cashier couldn't recognize me.
Cashier didn't recognize you because your pals have got his girl. You were scared into telling a lie.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let's cut the sharp dialogue, shall we, and get down to brass tacks?
All right, you talk and I'll listen.
You know, I think you're probably quite a decent chap under that flashy exterior. How'd you come to get mixed up with this crowd?
Oh, I'm a social problem. At the age of 2.5, I blew off my old man's head with a shotgun because he was setting fire to Mother. Silly, really.
You realize, of course, that I could make things easier for you if you'd help us. We get the man who groped the caretaker.
No, no. You know why? Code of honor, public school, all that kind of bosh.
You think these fellows you're protecting care what happens to you?
Look, I can take care of myself, thank you very much.
All right. I'll give you until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You won't get another chance. Think it over, eh?
You've got a big mouth, Mulligan. I'm going to close it for you.
What the hell are you talking about?
What was the law doing here?
Just asking a few questions.
You were just giving the answers.
Don't be stupid. Of course I wasn't.
Get your coat.
Why? Where are we going?
You look pale, like you need fresh air. Get your coat.
So it wasn't the right man after all.
Well, that's what it says. The cashier was unable to identify the man who was immediately released.
What a pity. I suppose Jack couldn't have been mistaken.
I shouldn't think so.
Hello. Is that you, Mrs. Seaton?
Yes, Jack.
Has Anne come back?
No, not yet.
She hasn't.
No, I'm worried.
All right, I'll ring you again.
Jack, darling, what's the matter? You look quite ill.
I'm all right.
We've been reading about the parade. The man wasn't among them.
No, he wasn't. Well, why are you both looking at me like that?
Jack,
Is anything wrong?
what's the matter?
They got Anne last night.
You mean kidnapped her?
Yes. They rang me up and threatened to slash her if I picked the man out.
My dear, how horrible.
Then you did recognize the man.
Yes, and I lied. The police knew. I could tell that. They'd say I failed in my duty, that I should have identified the men at all costs so they could get the gang and recover the money. I'd lose my job if the bank knew.
They couldn't be so heartless.
Don't care what they think. Anne means more to me than the bank.
Of course.
But she hasn't come back yet. Why didn't they let her go? I've done all they wanted. Thought of her in those devil's hands. And I'm helpless. I can't do anything.
Jack, you must try and steady yourself.
I know. I'm sorry. Let's have some tea.
Terry.
Della, I must talk to you.
What's the matter?
It's very urgent.
Oh. You look as if you could do with a drink.
You're right, I could.
What's wrong?
Oh, trouble.
What sort of trouble?
Huh?
I said, what sort of trouble?
I had a row with my landlady and cleared out.
Oh, yes.
Thanks. Look, let me stay here tonight. I'll be away early in the morning.
Oh, no.
Della, you must.
Why must I?
Well,
You're in big trouble, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Look, I need your help.
You're on the run from the police, aren't you? Is it that bank robbery?
No,
Oh, listen, Terry, this girl wasn't born yesterday.
I tell you, that was nothing to do with me.
All right, then it's nothing to do with me. But if you tell me the truth, maybe I could help.
How?
Well, tell me and we'll see. After all, you've just asked me if you can stay here the night.
All right, I was in on it. But I didn't kill the caretaker. I only drove the van.
Call for you, sir. Thank you. Hello. Yeah. What? Joe Linders. Shot. Where? In Milligan's room. All right. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Just a minute. Have you got the name of Milligan's girlfriend? Della? Byrne, yes. Address? All right. Thank you.
Linders. So he was in it.
Looks like it.
Then you can bet your life the other man was Bernie Shelton. Those two always work together.
Yeah. That means that Shelton's holding Ann Seaton. Sergeant, alert all stations to arrest and detain Terry Milligan on a charge of murder. Circulate his description and have every available man out after him.
Right, sir.
Well, I must say, your career's moved pretty fast, hasn't it? A bank robbery a couple of days ago and now a killing.
Look, I've told you it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill Linders. His gun went off in the struggle.
Do you think the police will believe that?
No, I don't. That's why I've got to get away. I've got a pal who told me if ever I was in trouble, he could smuggle me onto a ship.
Nice to have friends.
There's over 12 hours. Linda's body won't be found before 9 o'clock in the morning when Mrs. Marling goes in to do the room. Look, I'll leave here early, I promise you.
How much did you get for your share, Terry?
I've had to part with quite a lot. Why?
I'm afraid you're going to have to part with a bit more. After all, I'm taking a risk sheltering you. If the police got to know, I'd be in a spot.
Oh. How much do you want?
Well, I think 100 quid. Don't you? I need it badly.
All right. I'll give it to you in the morning before I go.
No time like the present. After all, I might be asleep in the morning, and you mightn't like to disturb me.
Not trusting anyone, are you?
No. Why should I?
All right. Here, that's exactly 100.
Thanks. They'll be useful.
Look, Della, why not come with me? I've got enough money. We could do well together.
Who was in the bank robbery with you? There was a third man, wasn't there?
Oh, does it matter?
Well, I'd like to know.
All right, it was Bernie Shelton.
Bernie Shelton? Oh, so he was there.
He planned the whole thing and he had most of the money.
And you're running away, leaving him with the lion's share? You must be crazy.
Well, I tried to get more out of him, but he wouldn't give.
Only because you don't know how to make him give. Oh, really, Terry, you're such a fool. You haven't got the brains of a mole buzz.
What do you mean?
Have you got a gun?
Yeah, in my hold-all. Linda's, why?
Sheldon thinks you're dead. He sent Linus to kill you. It's just 8 o'clock. You'll be safe until 9 in the morning. Yes. There's plenty of time.
I don't see what you're getting at.
Do you know where he lives?
Of course I do.
Good. Then you've just got time to pay him a visit.
You mean I'm to...
Listen, Terry. Either you're a big shot or you're not. I've no use for little men. If you want me to be with you, then you've got to be big.
You talk as if you...
As if I were crooked too? Well, I am. Until a year ago, I was Bernie Shelton's girlfriend. But he threw me out and tried to frame me. Terry, go and get that money and come back to me here.
Hello? Is Mr. Linders there yet?
No, he isn't. He went out about 3. Hasn't come back yet.
All right, I'll ring later. You've had your meal, Miss Seaton?
Yes.
Well, I'll get you some coffee.
When are you going to let me go?
When am I going to let you go? That's quite a point, isn't it? You see, you're the only danger to me now. If I let you go, you might talk.
I won't say anything to anyone. I only want to get back.
Well, we'll have to consider it. Won't we?
Miss Delavan?
Yes?
I'm Detective Inspector Mason of Scotland Yard.
Oh.
Could I have a word with you?
All right, come in.
Thank you.
Well, would you like a drink, Inspector?
No, thanks.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Cigarette?
No.
Well, what can I do for you? Would you like me to confess something?
I understand you know Terry Milligan.
Terry Milligan? Yes, I know him. Why?
May I ask when you saw him last?
You may. I saw him tonight. About an hour ago, to be exact. And what do you know? He had the cheek to come here and say that he was in a spot of bother and asked me to put him up for the night. Huh, what a character he is. Soon told him where he could go.
Did you say what the spot of bother was?
No, he didn't, and I didn't ask. Look, I'm not going to get myself mixed up in any trouble. If he's on the run, that's his affair. I couldn't care less.
Did you say where he was going? What he was going to do?
No, I didn't give him the chance. All I wanted to do was get rid of him.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Miss Byrne. Sorry to have troubled you.
That's all right, Inspector. You know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about him. Is it true he was mixed up in that bank robbery?
I can't say anything about that. But we do want him on a very serious charge.
Oh, I see. Poor devil. He's only a bit of a kid.
I shouldn't waste your sympathy on him.
I suppose not.
Night.
Good night. Come again when I'm not in.
Hello. Is that Mr. Jack Connor? Inspector Mason here. Things have been happening. We know why you didn't identify Milligan this morning.
Oh, well.
That's all right. But we think we know where Miss Seaton is. Although I must warn you, she's probably in considerable danger.
What do you mean by that?
No, don't worry. Perhaps you'd like to come along with us, would you? All right, we'll pick you up in 10 minutes. Now, take it easy, Mr. Connor.
But Shelton must be pretty desperate.
We're getting there as quickly as we can.
Hello, Bernie. Terry, surprised?
Why, yes.
I bet you are. Linda's is dead, not me. I'm sorry to have upset your plans.
What are you talking about?
Now I'm going to upset them again. I want some more money.
Terry, put that gun away. Don't be a fool.
I told you I didn't like my share of the take. Now I'm going to have half of yours.
You've come on very quickly, haven't you? Who put you up to this?
And if I don't get half, I'm going to kill you and take the lot.
But you'd never find the money. You won't kill me.
You want to gamble on that?
You'll never get away with this, Terry. This is big stuff.
I've got 12 hours before they find Linda's body. You've got half a minute. Now, where is it?
All right. You win, it's in the safe.
What safe?
Behind that picture.
That's sensible. Now, sit down and put your hands in front of you where I can see them. Combination?
Terry, are you sure you want to go through with this? You're making a mistake.
Come on, let's have it.
12, 8. 37.
All right, Shelton. Stand back! Drop that gun. You can't get away.
Well, that looks like the lot, Bates. Pity, in a way, we didn't wait a little longer. You might have bumped yourself off. Come on. Oh, hello there. All right?
Yes, thank you.
She's just a bit shaken. That's understandable. You kids are not used to this kind of life. Never quite get used to it myself.